Oh, hey guys, how's it going?
I didn't see you there, just hanging out. When did you get in here?
Between 12:30 and Amire.
Oh, nice. Oh, great. Well, if you didn't already know, then my name is Tom. This guy turns out to be Clay, and that guy's Nyandroid.
Hello, I have a cat.
You are a cat?
I have a cat.
That makes sense. Because you are a cat?
Might do.
I have pictures.
That's pretty fair. Well, today we are going to be playing some more Professor Layton vs. Ace Attorney crossover, and it is awesome. And if you want more of that action, make sure to tune in on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 12:30. That's all the plugging that I need to do. Why don't we get over to the game?
Except for this Friday.
Except for this Friday!
Which is tomorrow.
You gotta be here, though.
Super Mario Party. The
There
event's
is
already up.
Tomorrow.
Check
There
it
is
out.
no other choices. You have to be here. You've signed the contract. Don't go anywhere. Wait until 12:30 tomorrow. You're not allowed to stand. You can only eat while you're there. That's all. And drink, I guess, because you'll die if you don't. But Mario Party League does start tomorrow. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
It's a Super Bowl. We've been playing all through the entire
Super Bowl.
series. We had a training montage stream. We had a lot of good stuff. Now Super Mario's coming up tomorrow, so we're going to play it from 12:30.
Honestly, what a good
and we're
3DS
playing on the longest game mode that they've got. Probably like a 55 turn. If they have it, we don't
If
know.
it's 99, it's 99.
Oh
You
my
said longest.
God.
We'll do it.
Literally, the friendship is the most friendship destroyingest
It'll be,
amount of
it'll
turns.
be trying.
It'll
Say
be.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it will be. Oh God.
This is Phoenix.
But it's always Luke.
No, it's
Or
always
always
Maya. Is it? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm
3
pretty
months ago, the alchemist that lived in this house was murdered. And now, we've got a situation of our own. There, on the floor, in front of a terrified Maya, who's not me, was the professor, now completely made of gold. What the heck is going on? I thought the professor was supposed to meet with the storyteller, but instead he took a golden shower. And to make matters worse, now Maya's accused of being a witch. I
This
just
guy over
stole
here.
Nanny's joke.
That's good. Yeah, the judge knows. The judge knows.
That's so good. I wonder if they like slip this in when you load the game, because I don't remember him saying that.
No, I don't remember it either. Like, this is awesome.
Oh yes.
You know when they say get it together, game developers? Thank you for having it together, game developers. Thank you for having it together, okay?
Enough of this suspense. It's too much for a man of my age. The defense shall reveal what it meant by this so-called deception. I don't know, Nyanny. Is it the gold ore?
Is it the gold
Is it
ore?
the gold ore, Nyanny?
I mean, it felt like it was a really good idea at the time. Like it really felt good.
It did.
First, I want to clarify one thing.
And I don't know why.
Can we be certain that the Telea Magica in question is authentic?
Without a doubt. The metal rod in its center is called the Spina Magica. The witch's mark on its tip is clearly visible and highly detailed. It is impossible to forge, even by the finest craftsmen in all of Labyrinthia. I can guarantee you its authenticity.
That leaves us with one possibility. The forgery in question is the Familia, damn it. So easy to do. Familia Magic Gem.
What?
A forged magic gem.
Objection!
That is an insult to our investigators.
Objection!
Only witches can use the power of these magic gems, can't they? So tell me, how can you know whether a magic gem is the real thing or not?
Objection!
Hold it there. We know for certain that this spell, Gold Ore, was used. It is undoubtedly not forged.
But what about Familia? Did anyone actually see a familiar at the crime scene?
That's...
3 months ago, when an investigation was carried out into Sir Belduke's death, the results yielded the following conclusion. The spell Familia had been used to summon a familiar, which in turn carried out the murder. And the witch used exactly that to her advantage. Another similar incident at the time, or at the same crime scene. Don't you think that would be the perfect opportunity? for the witch to frame the defendant for her crimes, the defendant will be blamed for both the professor and Sir Belduke's death. And she'd be taken for the real witch. Oh! That was the real culprit's objective. There's a chapter in the Magic Archive, an old collection of tales of the occult, about the way to test whether or not the magic gem is genuine. Judge is a witch, burn him.
How can we test him, my lord?
It is very simple. A genuine magic gem is composed of a mineral with a density lower than that of pure water.
So it floats. If it floats, it's a witch.
All you need to see is if the magic gem floats on water.
That is simple indeed.
All non-magical minerals in our world, with the exception of sepulite and a few other special kinds, sink in water.
I mean, the only thing that's wrong with it is like this and a few other types. It's like, well,
I float on water.
yeah,
I'm special.
you're buoyant.
Yeah.
You're a boy, Ant.
These eerily sparkling magic gems, however, will never sink when put into water. Bailiff, remove this magic gem for immediate examination.
Oh, magic gems are fake. Oh, what's up with this trial? This not supposed to be. I'm supposed to have me here for a burning. I got my weenies and everything.
Oh, it's all right, darling. Don't cry. You'll get to see your bears burning today. Sir Bottom never disappoints. Hush now. There. Bottom. See, we're getting the chant on and everything, like normal.
Defender, if your theory is correct, this could be the biggest occult crime in history. But another important question remains. I wonder if you can answer it. Who is this supposed real witch that threw the Telea Magica through the portal? The real witch. There's only one person that comes to mind. Frankly, I still find it hard to believe, but it's the only possibility. Once I indict her, there's no turning back. Knowing the consequences, should I? Should I give them her name?
Oh, wait, is it Jean? Hold on.
Luke Triton.
Luke Triton. Okay. I think that, okay, we have nothing to say gender at all in here.
Well, his residence.
Wait, let's see.
Himself.
No, hold on. Go back to the other guy, John.
Has looked after
His residence.
Yeah,
Oh, unless his is
no,
referring to the
his.
alchemist.
His death. They're talking to the alchemist. So I think this is one of those.
I'm pretty sure we covered he was a boy somewhere in there.
So, well, the only thing is her, but how does she fit?
Oh.
With those evil buns.
Everyone knows that every primary school teacher ever is a witch.
Yeah, that's true. Except for Miss Felix, you're an absolute gem. I really appreciated you.
Oh yeah, there was this. Okay, the teacher across from my second grade classroom.
Yeah?
She was so nice.
Aw.
Not my teacher though.
Oh.
We'd always hear like the other class singing and dancing and doing fun things, and it's like no, we get to do things silently in our class.
You mean chanting and summoning a
the song
demon?
something like
That's what I think.
Hail, hail Satan, we hail Satan, summoning the devil in our little class. Satan, 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 na 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 na
No.
na 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 Satan, warm and cozy.
No, I don't like that you speak of her like that. She was a delightful human.
I don't know, man.
We don't know that.
Mr. Wright. In Labyrinthia, witches are punished by fire. I know you think that's going too far. But even in a world that seems so insane to you, those who take the lives of others must be punished. That's a universal law, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, she's not wrong. The witch turned the professor into a golden statue. And that's not all. Billy Mays here.
Hey!
She took the life of the alchemist too. And now she's trying to pin the whole thing on Maya. I just can't let her get away with that. Yeah, okay, I mean, it's totally the butler.
Yeah, it is! Ah!
Well then, defense, let us hear your theory. Who is this witch responsible for using Godor and then throwing the scepter through the resulting portal?
Okay.
I want it to be Brimstone.
I know.
I
And
do.
that's the
I truly do,
misdirect,
but it
for
doesn't.
sure.
It doesn't make any sense.
And I just mean that's
know.
where they get you though. You know, it tipped me off was the
Green
night
wall?
puzzle. The night puzzle.
The night puzzle.
Where it's like, oh, who could the girl be? And it's like, well, it's the knight. We don't know if it's a girl or a guy in that who murdered who.
Wow, that is
puzzle?
super obscure.
It's a puzzle, yeah.
That was like in the last chapter.
Yeah.
I'm so yeah. Oh, can we not go to our? We can't go to our evidence. In the butler's room, the butler had a gigantic.
I know,
green wall.
I know
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
all that's fine. Well, I'm just saying. The fact that basically that primed me to think that they would make a girl seem like a boy. And vice versa.
When you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be true. There's only one logical possibility. It has to be that person. The real witch is Jean Grey Earl. Jean.
Jean,
Or maybe it's Jean, though. He goes by Jean to throw people off.
like Jean Grey.
Oh.
The psychic.
Jean Grey, actually.
Jean Grey.
Jean
Oh,
Grey.
poor Cyclops.
Zoe!
Grey Earl. I've heard that name somewhere. Wait, isn't that the butler who served Sir Belduke? That's correct.
What is this about? You seem to love rolling out these ridiculous suggestions, but you ignore the obvious. Jean Grey is a male.
Inquisitor Barnum, tell me one thing. Is it only females who can be witches?
Are you daft? Of course it's only females.
Or maybe he is a boy. Never in the history of this court has there ever been a male witch.
You're so utterly ignorant. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, you're gonna look stupid later, Barnum. All right, well, I'd like to ask another question. Is John Grey Earl really a male? Have you checked under the hood?
What? What? What a ludicrous question.
The defense is certain that Jean Grey Earl is the witch responsible for using magic on Professor Layton.
This music.
Objection!
Will you stop fooling around? This is a groundless accusation.
Objection!
Groundless, you say? I'm afraid that's where you're wrong. At the time of the crime, Jean Grey Earl, if that's her real name, was in the room next to the alchemist's study. And one of the walls in that very room was painted green. Oh, it was. Really hard to miss, guys. It's a massive green wall.
Really big green wall.
What's more, that green wall was the one adjacent to Sir Belduke's study.
What? This is madness.
Inquisitor Barnum, quickly, have the butler summoned to the court. Have John Grey Earl brought here immediately.
Certainly, my lord, it shall be done. I hope you know what you're doing.
There is no need for that.
Ooh.
Oh, shit!
Does everyone jump down from the rafters?
Here. I shall come down right away.
So, what is it? I've never understood why butlers always do the arm across.
I think so. They usually have a
towel.
Towel?
over their arm, and
Yeah.
they're being the coat rack. You learn this in improv. You must be the coat rack, or the tree, or the cactus.
Ah, I see.
Yes. First rule of improv.
Ah.
Well then, Mr. Wright.
Oh.
Shall we begin?
Jump down. Superhero landing. Do it.
Jean Grey Earl.
Do a flip.
It would seem this trial has turned in a new direction. I think we all need a bit of time to take it in. We shall take a brief intermission. Inquisition, defense, sharpen your swords and wits to prepare yourselves for the next stage of this battle. Yes, Your Honor.
It shall be done, my lord.
By the time we resume, the examination into the magic gem should have ended as well. Now, this court is adjourned for a brief intermission. Dum 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 dum.
Oh, GD had butler facts?
Yeah, it's to be ready to bow at any time.
Oh, yes, quite.
You thinking I'm not reading your facts? I am. I just wait for the opportune moment
waiting.
to strike.
We read it, but sometimes we don't have to respond. Reading it is enough, and you just need to know that we've read it.
Because we always do. Every single message.
Yeah.
We've never missed one.
We do.
Never missed one.
Never missed one.
Even
Not
the spoilers.
Yeah, except for the spoilers. Those ones we
I
missed
read the
on
spoilers.
purpose. Oh.
And I'm
I really wish
disappointed
it was
in everyone who
Primrose or
spoils.
Primstone.
So, it's
Even
gotta
that
be
one.
That young butler?
I know what you're thinking. I couldn't quite believe it at first either. But the evidence and circumstances all point to the butler. He, or she, has to be the witch. At least, it'll be certain if the magic gem turns out to be fake.
I mean, was I the only one who kind of thought that they were sketchy right from the moment we met them?
No, I love them.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't trust you. You're being introduced in this game means that you must be bad. But if that's the case, then Belduke's murderer was also...
Yeah, that would be Grey Earl.
No, it can't be true. He wouldn't have done that.
Espella?
I know Jean. He held Sir Belduke in the greatest of respect. Jean didn't kill him, I'm sure of it.
Jean Grey Earl. You know what's funny? If you take out the Ray in Grey,
Yeah?
it becomes Jean Girl.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it all makes sense now.
It does.
It was
Grell.
foreshadowed the whole time.
The whole time.
Are you really what people think you are? Or are you in disguise? There are still so many unknown factors in this trial. I'm hoping for a hot apology here.
It's Luke.
Yeah? Say it. Here it comes.
Oh, he said it!
Thank you.
He said it!
Thank you.
I didn't think he was actually going to say it.
I give him a biscuit.
I'm sorry, Maya. What I did was unforgivable.
Yo, this is like, you know what? Truly, the entirety of, I loved that he became a bad guy for a second there. And that actually him saying sorry shows that Layton raised a dude good. Because he was all worked up and I was mad at him for
Let's
it.
not get ahead of ourselves. He did good.
He did
Okay.
good. But then,
Luke
gentleman.
Redemption arc.
Luke,
this-
the beginning of the arc.
The beginning, okay?
Yeah, beginning of the arc.
This is the first
Yeah.
good step. I'm not going to give him the whole prize yet.
What are you saying, Luke? I didn't quite hear that. Want to say it one more time?
Yeah.
One time? All you did was testify about what you saw.
But I should have trusted you.
Well, you trust us now, right? Don't you?
Maya. Anyway, Luke, it was thanks to you that we discovered new information. Thanks to me?
Sure. You got Cracker to testify. That was a great idea. I wish I could talk to animals. Don't you too, Espella?
Oh, yes. I'd love to have a chat with Eve.
So, Luke, will you teach us how to do it? Pretty please?
Yeah, of course. I can try.
Yay! That's a promise, right?
Well, I ever apologize, Luke? I have nothing to apologize for.
Not a gentleman.
Mr. Wright?
I accept his apology. What is it, Luke?
Do you mind if I join you from now on?
I don't know. He's pretty flip-floppy,
Oh,
man.
man.
I don't know.
Honestly, when I saw the first two letters of Layton saying no, I
No.
was like, ah. And then the T came in, I was like, ah. Not at all, Luke.
I realized during the trial that in this strange town, even what you see with your own eyes may not be real.
Are you saying there's more that meets the eye?
Transformers.
That's why I'm not giving up yet. Professor, I know he'll return. We can't give up hope.
You know, that's what I've been thinking too.
Ginger, Wright is my favorite Layton. Phoenix Wright is my favorite Layton.
Really?
I have a feeling he'll reappear when we get into trouble and help us out.
I hope that Luke calls Phoenix lawyer.
Yes.
Lawyer. Lawyer.
Luke Triton, Ace Attorney.
Right.
No, it's Wright with a W.
And remember what he says. Look forward to the future. Always look on the bright side. The shining gold bright side of fortunes and...
Can you do this as a
Sorry.
deep voiced Maya?
Look forward to the future. Always look on the bright side.
I don't think it was the professor who said that.
And accused. Intermission's over. Return to the courtroom.
Let's go. It's time to bring this trial to a close.
Oh, I have something for you, Mr. Wright. Here, please take it. Maybe it'll come in handy in the trial.
I've been
A
holding
letter.
on to this key piece of
Let's
evidence.
see who it's from. Wait, Newton Belduke. Inside there are
this
several
one.
sheets of parchment inside, but they're all blank.
The professor and I got this when we went to see the storyteller.
Thank you, Luke. The more info we have, the better.
You're welcome.
Cool.
All right, let's see if this thing floats.
Bless you. Man, I think we're all fighting a sickness. I've been taking so many vitamins, and my throat's getting scratchy.
Vitamins.
I've got no proof it was Jean Grey Earl who turned the professor into gold. Oh, forgot. By the way, there's a vote on the community page, but we're going to play after this.
Yep.
So click on it if you're a sponsor or a member.
Members.
Community tab.
Also, we're
Notification went
going to
out.
be doing the game pick for tonight's date night at the end of this stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of games to pick to vote on, guys. If you're a member of the channel, thank you so much. Get your votes heard.
Yeah, me.
Or
democracy.
Patreon patron, or Twitch subscriber, whichever vote floats your boat.
Even if the magic gem is a fake, it's still not decisive evidence. I don't know what will happen next, but I do know this battle's far from over.
Did they take Maya out of the cage?
I
and then put it back in.
And then put her back in?
Okay, back in the cage.
know-
No, you can't make me go.
You want to know the real magic?
What?
It's where those metal panels come from on that cage. We'll now begin to resume the trial of Maya Fay. First things first, the occult crime analysts, the OCA, I would watch that anime,
Yokas.
have finished examining the evidence. They have tested the 2 magic gems from the witch's scepter. Gold ore floated on the surface of the water, whereas Famalia sank.
Shit. It was said that genuine magic gems float in pure water, wasn't it?
Thus, it has been established that the Famalia magic gem is a fake.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Order! Order in the court. This does not prove that gold ore was used, however, of course. Nonetheless, the defense's theory does now seem more plausible. The court considers it worth looking into. You have no objection to that, do you, Inquisitor Barnum?
No, my lord.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Now then, bring in the witness.
I guess you could say this ruse cruise sank.
It's one of my favorite memes.
That's a good one. Witness, state your name and profession.
My name is John Greyerl. I served the late Master Belduke. Since his death, I've been tending to his dwelling and putting his research materials in order.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's something a bit different about Grey Earl today.
Smiling and happy.
Witness, there is something we need to clarify first of all. As you are no doubt aware, you have been accused of being a witch.
Therefore, it is vital that you tell us. Are you a boy or girl?
Please hold on. It's 2018.
That's a weird answer to that question. Why?
Yo, dicks, I'm a boy!
What is that?
Excuse my rudeness, my lord, but at this time, I do not intend to answer that question.
Pleading the fifth.
Why do you refuse to answer, witness?
I had been following this trial from the gallery, and so I'm fully aware of the utterly absurd accusations made against me. Alchemy, the art pursued by Master Belduke, is concerned with the rules and logic that govern nature. As someone who had been helping Master Belduke for quite some time, I dare say your theory is both illogical and impossible.
All right, that's it. He's a homunculus, genderless. Done.
Objection!
The witch's scepter was thrown into the crime scene through a portal created by the magical spell Godor. That portal could only have been opened from your room. And what's more, one of the walls in your room is painted green.
I like how they have magic. They can do all sorts of shit, and it's very, very specific to it must be a green wall. And it's just like, I just imagine a witch like, oh shit, what did I spell? White wall, no. Purple wall, shit, no. There's my green wall. We'll make this happen.
I believe anyone is free to paint their walls in whichever color they please. Besides, your theory relies on one magic gem being a fake, and while that may have been proven true, another question has arisen. Where could the genuine magic gem be?
It must have been swapped with a fake one and discarded somewhere.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Why?
If we assume, as you have claimed, that the witch used the spell Godor, that would mean that the magic gem must have been swapped after creating the portal. So tell me, when and where would the witch have disposed of the magic gem?
I see your point. Several people paid witness to the incident, and the Knights of the Inquisition arrived at the scene immediately after. During that time, no one left the building, and the whole place was meticulously searched. We didn't see any green walls or green paint, but I approve that everything else was searched.
Naturally, my room was searched as well, although there wasn't much to see as I have very few personal belongings.
Gem up the butt. Despite our inspection, nothing resembling a magic gem was found.
That would hurt a lot.
I assure you, we have not overlooked anything. I would swear to it on my honor as knight.
You missed the green walls,
Aside from the green wall.
right?
So, Mr. Wright, if you wish to accuse me of being a witch, should you not first prove that there is a connection between me and this missing magic gem? Furthermore, I would appreciate it if you could please approach the matter in a rational way, like an alchemist.
Okay. Easy peasy.
Yeah, squeezy lemons.
They used the Godor gem after casting it
Right.
to transmute the Godor gem into a fake Familia gem.
Okay.
Boom, alchemy.
Alchemy. Yeah.
Alchemy!
It works.
Like, truly kind of works.
The house was searched very soon after the crime. If the gem wasn't found, then it means Grey Earl hid it somewhere. Somewhere the Knights of the Inquisition would not have looked. Where could it be?
Go on.
Yeah.
The witness has made a valid argument. How would the defense respond? So, like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's two portals. Like, the reason why that, like, Grey Earl's room has very few belongings is because they don't actually live there. They just portal home to their little witch's den.
Would it still float
portal
genie?
back.
Oh.
Oh, well, okay. Godor is also open for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
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 So, I mean, you have 5 minutes to do your thing.
Yeah.
The knights who searched Sir Belduke's premises weren't looking for a magic gem. That's why there's a certain place they didn't consider searching.
I mean, interesting. You really don't give up easily, do you? In that case, perhaps you could tell us all where the magic gem is.
Oh, crap.
Oh, man.
It's
I was
the
really
bottom
hoping.
one.
Literally?
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
His necklace?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Because they were really specific when they said, that's
But I
such a
thought it-
nice
I thought it
purple
was-
gem you have.
Yeah, I thought it was purple, and we can go to her is green. That was the only thing that I was sort of like,
Did it change?
But alchemy?
I wasn't looking.
I think if we say in Grey Earl's possession, it'd be like, it'll give it to us.
I mean, it's the best one we have.
You silly and send it. And it's not even, doesn't even hurt, actually.
Sir Belduc's premises were thoroughly searched. I don't think anything would have been missed there. You anticipated that, and that's why you hid it in a blind spot that you knew wouldn't occur to the knights.
A blind spot, you say? Well, where is it?
It's somewhere on Jean Grey Earl's person. What? It's on the witness.
Oh, actually, where is it?
Maybe it's underneath the...
Yeah.
They sit
Where
lump
the-
there.
Hold on. What color is
Famalia?
Famalia's
Famalia's purple.
And we said nice purple pendant, didn't we?
yeah.
So, and that purple pendant is gone, and it's underneath the cravat. I say, sir, we've solved the mystery. Don't tell me the witness has it in their pocket. You're just guessing, aren't you? You think you can just say anything you like.
By the way, I'm afraid there are no pockets in my clothing.
They're not lying.
Ooh.
This is the second time I've seen Grey Earl today. And both times I've had a feeling that something wasn't quite right.
I'm saying.
Maybe it's just me, but it could be related to the whereabouts of the magic gem.
Mayhem.
Defense, show us the location of the magic gem. Where do you think the witness hid the magic gem on the day of the crime?
In your
Oh,
mouth.
what a sweet little bean
In the sleeve.
on the cravat.
I did cravat.
Yeah, I was just looking.
I-
I was
oh,
just,
of
I was
course.
just looking around. It's not many
Yeah.
times you get to magnifying glass this fine thing over there. What's
You know
behind
what's
here?
kind
Is
of
that-
funny?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Is like, you could accidentally like push your way through it because it starts directly where it needs to be.
Oh yeah.
It's like starts in the center.
Oh man, you got it so nicely centered.
Oh, pretty
up,
close.
Up a little.
Up?
Up a little. Oh yeah. You want to get the whole top of it. Up a little. Up a little.
I don't know, I want the lump to be like dead center.
Up a little.
Up a little?
Yeah. Oh, too much. Too much. There you go. Yeah.
Thanks for
Oh, God.
subscribing,
Wait for it.
Jack
Yeah.
Kidson.
Oh, Jack Kid's son. I love Jack, and his kid's son is just so swell.
Anyways, I'm just doing it.
Got it.
Oh my god. Witness. We met for the first time at Sir Belduc's premises. There it is.
There it is, though.
At the time, you had an amethyst attached to your collar. Oh, that's right. Mr. Grey Earl always wears that gemstone.
Alchemists believe that amethysts emit positive energy.
Amethysts are purple.
Connecting the dots here. But when I saw you in the waiting room this morning, the gemstone you were wearing was green, not purple.
Oh, I didn't notice that one.
Smoking gun.
notice it either, though.
I noticed the first one. Oh, and Sleepy Wendigo. Thanks for subscribing.
Oh, Sleepy Wendigo.
So my question is now, where is it gone? Where is that amethyst that you supposedly always wear?
Objection.
Wait just a minute. The witness wears a purple gemstone?
Is something amiss, Inquisitor Bonham?
Yes, and his name is Jean Grey Earl. It's funny because a miss is a female way to announce to someone. Be like, miss, excuse me. It was a good joke.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Move on.
Nice. Cool.
Moving on.
When we arrived at the crime scene, the witness came out to meet us.
Ooh.
I recall the witness wearing a gemstone, but that gemstone was green.
Green? Amethysts aren't green, although amateurs sometimes mistake perisolite for amethyst. That's irrelevant now. Witness. You've been trying to pin the blame on the defendant. In order to do that, you replaced the Godor gem with a regular gemstone. We thought the witch who killed Sir Belduke had used the spell Famalia. You knew that if the witch's scepter with the Famalia and Godor magic gems attached was discovered at the crime scene, the suspect would be accused of committing both crimes, and that's precisely what happened. The girl captured at the crime scene was accused of slaying both Sir Belduke and Sir Layton. That was your plan. You removed the Godor magic gem from the magic scepter and inserted your amethyst in its place. And then you attached the Godor gem to your collar.
That's why when we saw you shortly after the incident, you were wearing a green gemstone. To think, that was a fact a magic gem!
In fact,
In fact?
Order! Order! Witness, is that true?
is it?
This amounts to nothing more than conjecture. I do not believe you have any solid proof. However, I have to concede that you have surmised a logical connection between me and the missing magic gem. Consequently, I am prepared to answer your questions.
Nice.
Good. I will repeat
Good.
what I asked you previously. Witness, state your name, profession, and finally, your gender.
My name is Jean Grail. I have been
it is
serving
Jean.
the late Master Belduke.
It is Jean.
Who told us otherwise? God
Who
damn.
said that? Who said it? If you're in chat.
As you can see,
Yeah.
I wear a butler's outfit. But the truth is, as the defense claims, I am a girl.
Whoa.
Whoa, tonal shift,
Tone
if you will.
change there a little bit.
A little bit. I was expecting the voice to stay.
Me
Yeah.
too. Me too. Whoa!
Oh.
Whoa!
Wow, that's
Say what?
She's so expressive.
A girl?
Oh.
Unbelievable. What? The butler is a girl?
Oh, baby.
Oh boy.
Daughter alert, daughter alert.
I wouldn't get attached, to be honest.
All right. Shit.
Order! Order! Order in the court! Jean Greer, are you declaring to this court that you are, in fact, female?
Yes.
Jace.
But everyone in town was under the impression that you are a boy.
Yes, because I told them. I said, hello, my name's Jean Grail, I'm a boy.
This girl doesn't make him a maid?
Maids.
I knew there was something suspicious about him. I mean her. You know what, right? Think about it, though, that alchemy. It's mighty suspicious. Oh, so suspicious.
I went in as a boy. Alchemy made me a girl.
Just listen to them. Listen to the wild gossip and accusations. Alchemists pursue knowledge of the rules that govern nature. But to the townspeople, alchemy is no different to magic. Had they known I was a girl, they would have taken me for a witch. That's what Master Belduke was worried about. He told me it'd be safer to pretend to be a boy.
In other words, you disclose that you're a female, but deny that you're a witch.
I would have thought that was obvious.
She knew that once her gender came into question, she wouldn't have been able to conceal it. That's why she made this public now. It was the most rational choice for her.
Inquisitor Barnum, may I ask you one question? Has all the evidence on this Golden Gentleman case already been presented?
Why do you ask?
As it stands, you do not have a single piece of evidence proving that I'm a witch. Given the lack of pertinent evidence against me, I would like to be permitted to return to my duties.
What say you, Inquisitor Barnum?
It has been proven that the two gems were swapped. However, it may also have been possible for the accused to have done so.
Objection!
Maya had no reason to swap the gems. Come on. This mode of defense works for the prosecution all the time.
This is a place of judgment. There's no need for us to understand the reason behind a criminal's action.
Oh, I get it. The motive only matters when the prosecution says it matters. Oh, I see. That's fair. All right. Fine. I'll play your game. Prosecution bastards. Huh. Phoenix is like, I should have said that when the prosecution was coming at me, you know? Huh. I'll save that one for later.
After all, those whom we judge are otherworldly creatures. They are witches. It is possible for a human being to understand the reasoning of a witch. It's impossible.
It just can't be done.
Oh.
Is there nothing we can do?
Oh my god, the Luke dance. When you're in the club, you don't lose your hat.
Oh god, give me 1 second.
Yeah, but it's like, it's you do the same thing in real court in real life. Is like, oh yeah, Phoenix. What's the motive for this person? I don't know. They're criminals. They work in mysterious ways. No one could understand the mind of a criminal. They commit crimes. Have you ever committed a crime?
Should we have you on trial right now? Oh, you don't, so you can't understand them either.
All right, you done, Yanni?
Is there nothing we can do?
I must acquit.
At this rate, Maya will be.
Barnum still thinks Maya's a witch. We've made it this far, and yet it feels like we're back at stage 1.
I was trying to find the Panic Dance song from,
Aww.
yeah, but I couldn't.
Yeah, Ghost Trick. What a good game Ghost Trick was. Big
It
fan.
seems there are no more rational arguments against me. Now, if you will kindly excuse me.
I don't have much on Grero when it comes to the professor's case. But should I just let her go? Ask about another case, I think. Right?
Okay.
Because we go back to the killing of the alchemist, right?
Okay.
I don't know, it makes
Thanks
sense
for
to me.
subscribing, Danny,
Da, da,
Seeker
da,
of the
da, da.
Darkness.
Thanks for
94.
subscribing. Dana Secret
I'm gonna ask about another case.
Yeah.
There's nothing else I can follow up on regarding the professor's case. So what can I do? There's only one other option. Miss Grey Earl, I have to ask you to remain at the witness's stand.
Is there something else you wish to ask me?
Your testimony's not over yet. There's still something you need to tell us about.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I cannot help you. I have told you all I could about this incident.
And I'm afraid you've got the wrong idea, Miss Grey Earl. Your Honor, what this witness needs to testify about is not the professor's unfortunate incident, but rather the incident from 3 months ago, namely Sir Belduke's death. As she was present in the building at the time, working as a live-in butler, she needs to testify about the events of that day. About Sir Belduke's death? The fact that one of the magic gems was swapped leads me to a single conclusion. Both crimes, the murder of Sir Belduke and the transmutation of the professor, were the work of the same witch. The truth behind the alchemist's death may also hold the answer to this case. What is your opinion on this, Inquisitor Barnum?
I'll allow you to have your way this time, Sir Blue Knight. The Inquisition has no objections.
Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum seems to have lost that unyielding attitude you so admired by the townspeople. Here you are now, letting a novice defender lead you by the nose.
Oh my god, wow. Someone's scared. Oh, she's scared.
Oh, she's scared.
I would be too. Fire's really scary.
I won't go down that way.
It's hard to believe you've been known as the unwavering sword of justice for your usually cool-headed judgment.
Thanks, guys. Sorry, I'm sneezy today.
You know little about me, witness. Do you think I care about defending my name? It is this town that I wish to defend.
Oh, man. man. That was pretty cool. She's all like, hey, cheap provocation. He's all like, not very effective. I see.
Sir Belduke's murder is the only case to remain unsolved for so long. Jean Earl Grey Earl, you shall now testify about it.
I want to know where she was hiding that hair, though. Is it like under the bowl cut?
Yeah, I think it was pinned up underneath. Yeah, one sec.
Remember when you made fun of her hair and we were like, haha, bowl cut. No, actually, we were like, bowl
What
cuts are
that
rockin'
bowl
look.
cut do, though?
Yeah. Who knew that it was... Oh, okay. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Nyandroid Plays Games, where I, Nyandroid, play the game. The game that we're going to be playing today is... Freaking...
Is locking Clay out of the stream! That's it! I'm taking over, everybody! That's oh jeez! Oh no, I'm locked in here. Oh jeez, what happened there? Oh god, I better ha! You thought it was gonna be a nanny stream, but it wasn't. It was a me stream now.
I was looking up some really awesome Flash games for us to play while we waited.
Oh man, but that's not happening.
No, it's not
dead.
happening.
Oh. Well, I still can't say anything. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Dab? I can't do drugs on stream. What are you talking about? It's your only chance. Oh. Oh man, I was about to do drugs on stream. And Clay came back.
That was weird.
What?
You guys just both left. You came
Oh.
back with nothing.
You didn't
Tom
get the
came
memo?
back with water?
This reminds me of a puzzle.
Ah, yes.
I came back with less than I left with.
Oh, what is it?
Can you deduce what I left behind?
A poop.
Was
Oh,
it smooches?
right, GD?
Did you guys get your smooch on?
Our friend got it from Japan, GD. It's really cool. I like it a lot.
It was a good time.
Ban me. As demanded by both defense and inquisition, the witness will now testify about Sir Belduke's death. Any questions?
No, my lord.
I must, however, mention one more thing before we begin. If it cannot be proven that Jean Greyrl is a witch, as claimed by the defense, the court will irrevocably consider Maya Fay to be the witch responsible for both crimes. That's literally like, hey, so if this one doesn't work out, we've all been here for a really long time and someone's got to burn.
Someone's
so,
gotta burn,
you know,
so-
we're not left with many other options here.
Seems
Even
like
though we can't prove that it was her.
And we basically proved it was not her.
I know.
it seems
the
like a
arm.
decision that I'd make.
Yes,
Yeah.
it really does.
Whereas this has been going on for a long time. Just kill somebody and then we can go home.
Yeah. Is that understood?
It's gonna be your little girl next time.
What?
You heard me. It's Troy becoming human.
Oh. That
You
was
have
a
no
really
choice,
really
Knight. I forgot her name. What's her name?
Alice?
Alice. Next time it's Alice.
No, I
It's gonna
love
happen.
Alice.
Yeah, she's gonna be fucking dead if you take your time, though.
No.
You have no choice, Sir Blue Knight. If you don't want the trial to end right now, ready your sword and face the challenge that awaits.
But the opponent's a real witch. It's a gamble that puts Maya's life at stake.
Nick!
Maya, you're not allowed to talk! Maya?
No witch is gonna outwit you in court. You're an ace attorney after all.
Just mid-sentence the thing.
Just dunks.
The judge. Well, that settles that.
So, let's do it.
The defense accepts the conditions. Let's proceed with the trial. Inquisitor Barnum, you may begin.
We shall start with a brief summary of the incident.
So it's funny, I think that's like a subtle way of the story telling you, like, Barnum's on your side. Because he didn't get mad at Maya. He wasn't like, shut up, trash, you have no rights.
He's like, ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Barnum, more like Bronum.
About 3 months ago, in the dead of night, Sir Belduke, the alchemist, was murdered.
Poor Edgeworth.
The crime took place in his study, just as with this incident. The room had been locked from inside. The victim was found still seated in the chair at his desk, so we can assume he was attacked while working. I see what happened. There were very clear strangulation marks visible on his neck.
What would cause you to bleed from strangulation?
A throat infection.
Yeah,
I
I was gonna say
I've never seen that
a
in
throat
like.
abrasion.
I guess I get like if you, I don't know, like if you're strictly strangling, I don't know how you would. I don't know, because like in all the media I've seen, I've never actually strangled anybody. Let that go on the record. I've never seen blood come up from a strangulation.
No.
Yeah. Anyways, maybe we'll find out about it. Oh. Is there something trickling down from his mouth? Is that blood?
Interesting. Yes, most likely. The victim probably bit his tongue as he was struggling with his assailant.
Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And you said earlier that some white powder was spilled all over the floor, correct? Sounds like a wild party to me.
Yes. Hence, we expected to find a killer's footprints. However, there were none. The killer must have somehow approached the victim without stepping on the floor. After murdering Sir Belduke, the killer left the room without opening the door.
Undoubtedly, the crime must have been committed with the use of witchcraft.
The body was discovered the following morning by the butler, Ms. Greyearl.
The body was found by Greyearl, huh? Thank you, Inquisitor Barnum. The court illustrated sketches will be added to the evidence. Now, witness, begin your testimony. Tell us about the crime spanning, tell us about the events spanning the night of the crime, from the evening beforehand until you discovered the body. Body.
My body is
Your
telling me no.
body's a wonderland. I'm a judge.
At around 1 o'clock at night, I excused myself and left Master Belduke in his study.
Wait a second. Hold it. That's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Liar. So it is not
Contradiction.
night.
It's not night.
But morning.
There's 1 in the afternoon or 1 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Well, we can just put this one away.
Wrong. 1 o'clock at night does not exist. Your argument is invalid.
Yeah.
When I called him for breakfast in the morning, he did not respond. The door to his study was locked. A neighbor had come by for a visit just then, so we forced the door open together. All the potions and other concoctions from the study have been confiscated. I wonder if they're properly being stored.
Potions and concoctions were confiscated.
The victim was an alchemist, after all. We were hoping the items confiscated from his study could provide some clues. Besides, such things must not fall into the wrong hands. It may not be standard practice, but it was deemed necessary.
Easy solution, Maya did it. Maya simply channeled Superman because she can only channel the dead, and DC Comics are super dead. She flew over and strangled him.
Oh, cheers. Nice.
She would have popped his head off, though.
Oh, man. Oh, I watched Because Science? Anyways, there's a channel that goes through, like, superhero powers, because science, and, like, if you had those powers.
Okay, yeah.
Like, super strength.
Yeah.
And he said that it would be the worst superpower to have.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to have so much control over things. Because you literally...
Yeah. Mr. Incredible.
Mr.
And you would
Incredible.
kill people.
You would kill people by
not safe.
accident.
Yeah, no, I heard the like DC Avengers movie. I don't even know what it's called. Apparently it's terrible.
Oh, DC.
Justice League.
Justice League. That's
Justice
it. Apparently it was
League.
awful. Like the prime example of how not to do it.
Yeah.
So it makes you appreciate the Avengers movies, you know?
Yeah, that light's going up there.
Which one is it?
Oh,
That's
so it
this
is.
one.
Maybe it's a witch. Yeah, he's a witch. Anyways,
You figured me out. I wasn't a man at all.
go.
Ha ha ha.
Besides, such things must not fall into the wrong hands. It may not be standard practice, but it was deemed necessary. The confiscated goods were stored in our secret vault.
Whoa, you have a secret vault? That's so cool!
It is secret.
It's like the Bat Cave!
It is so secret. No one can talk about it.
Why doesn't your armor have nipples?
Because it has a badass. The only person with access to them is the High Inquisitor, Lady Darklaw.
It has caused me great difficulty, as I have not been able to put Master's research materials in order as a result.
The confiscated items shall be returned as soon as Sir Belduke's murder is solved.
I shall be looking forward to that.
Oh, I see. Did that smell like a motive to anybody?
It certainly did.
Motive. Defense.
The smell of motive.
You may begin
in
the
morning.
interrogation.
The judge's voice okay, by the way? I've been changing a little bit, but I'm trying to get like his English accent. It's not working.
At around 1 o'clock at night, I excused myself
I'll
and
listen
left
for it
Master
next time. I'll
Belduke
listen for it next time. I haven't
in his
noticed.
study.
Oh, my bad. If you last saw him alive at 1 a.m. Oh, you last saw him alive at 1 a.m. Is that correct?
Yes.
I see you playing.
Master had a habit of conducting his experiments at night, so it was the usual time for me to finish my work.
Weren't you helping him with those experiments?
He would sometimes have some errands for me, but alchemists generally keep their experiments a secret. That's why I would always excuse myself at that time, unless Master had some other task for me.
Thanks, Waddles.
And that night there was no more work for you?
That's correct. I wished Master a good night, and as I shut the door behind me, I then heard him lock the key. There was nothing unusual about him, at least nothing I noticed. When I called for him for breakfast in the morning, he did not respond. The door to his study was locked.
Hold it!
And what time was that?
Master would always take his breakfast at 9 a.m., so it was around that time.
So you didn't have the key to Sir Belduke's study, is that correct?
Yes. There is only one key to that room, and Master always keeps it with him. Master's research was a very delicate matter, you see. We had to take strict measures to prevent outsiders from entering that room. Occasionally, delinquents would try to make off with one or other of Master's medicaments.
That is not well written, though.
Make off
Yeah, no, it
with
should be
one or
one or
other.
the other. We'll try to make off with one or the other of Master's.
No, just one or other.
One
just
or
like,
other?
Like one or more.
Yeah.
One or more.
I've
of
never
Master's
heard that
medicaments.
said before.
Yeah,
one or
one or
other.
I think it's
No.
more of a British slang.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's
Just like might do.
one or other.
Like I say might do all the time, but it's not a Canadian thing. That's a
it
British
feels
thing.
incomplete to me. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yep.
Thieves stealing from an alchemist? I can't tell if that's incredibly brave or incredibly stupid. Probably the latter.
That's why the door to that room is made of from thick oak wood. I wouldn't have been able to force the door open on my own.
She couldn't have entered the room before that then. Couldn't have entered the room before that.
A neighbor came by to visit just then, so we forced the door open together.
Hold it!
Wait, you mean you broke the door?
The only key to that room was in Sir Belduke's pocket. The only way to enter the study was to break the door down.
And you managed that with the help of a neighbor who came to visit.
Yes. It wasn't a social visit, mind. He came as a patient.
A patient? Can you tell me more about him?
Objection!
Wait, no, it's important. Please stop.
The victim's neighbor is irrelevant. He has nothing to do with this case.
Meanwhile, Phoenix like, but what if I could pin the murder on him instead?
Bring him in.
I think you're pushing it this time. A witness is hardly irrelevant.
He's definitely a boy this time. Phoenix looks at him. He looks at Barnaby. Oh, lets the hair down.
Just boobs spin out.
It was me, the witch, the whole time. I disguised myself as a man with the witchy stone manador.
Manador.
It's a man-colored.
Do not confuse it with Matador. Different spell.
Quite different. That will turn you into a bull.
Oh.
What's got him so shaken? He looks as if he just had a rush of blood to the head.
Master Belduke had been making very potent medicine, among other things. We would get people coming from the town at all hours of the day or night asking for them. And yet, in return for all the help Master offered, people would gossip about him, dabbling in witchcraft.
So you broke the door together with a neighbor.
Yes, when I explained the situation to him, he brought over an axe. Then he proceeded to attack the door with great force, smashing it into splinters.
I see. By the way, about that neighbor. Who was the... Oh.
I thought it had to be, but it's...
Here's grand entrance.
Yeah,
Guys.
I did. I missed you,
it's your
Amir.
boy.
Hey, it's your boy.
What does that remind me of? Where it's like, oh, who's the neighbor? No. You must not speak of him. What? No, just don't say his name. Don't say his name. Beetlejuice? Oh!
Hello, it's me, Amir, your friendly neighborhood drunkard, perhaps?
Order! Order! Could it be that it was you who...
Oh, God. Oh, what?
I'm right here. And as for who I am, I'm the alchemist's neighbor and a witness in that case too.
Oh, my God. Honestly, Amir's really great.
Of course you are. Oh, look at your crooked little mustache. Oh.
Passion for justice seething within. Ymir is always at the crime scene.
Objection! That didn't rhyme.
What are you doing?
It's you again. Oh, you're the guy from earlier, right?
Yep, that's me. Amir's the name. How have you been, Bluey?
Are you really the alchemist neighbor? Seriously?
I know, right? Freaky coincidence, eh? But yeah, his house is next to mine.
That's it. That's it. Amir's Bazella. That's it. It's all over. Those gems there, they're all magic gems. He can cast everything.
Oh my god!
I know. It's crazy. That's how it is, though.
I'm gonna play this. I don't know what it's in reference to, but it's K.
Hey,
Thank you.
Yo!
He tried to warn you.
That's Barnum. He's like, no.
Oh yeah.
Don't ask about the neighbor.
He did.
Don't
He did.
Thank you, Blood Kitten.
Ridiculed earlier, Ymir returns. Drinking like a king, he never learns. That's why I tried to stop you from asking about the neighbor.
Huh? Why so cold, Inquisitor Barnum?
Oh, God.
Unable to hold his steady, cold gaze, Ymir drinks fast as if he's in a daze.
And the musician standing next to you.
Yeah. That's me private bard, Birdley. All right, musical genius.
Hold on!
Oh no, it's.
Hold on.
Oh, dearie me!
Oh, dearie me. Infinite Bard works. Well, no use shutting the stable door after the horse is bolted. Let us move on.
Oh.
Witness, since you're already here, you may as well add your testimony. Testify about what you witnessed on the morning after the crime.
You can count on me. It dawned on me then. The witch cast Famalia, just like in this case.
Hold it!
Can you tell me what caused that sudden realization?
Sure thing. When the Inquisitor came round, I went to have a little peek at the crime scene. That's when I heard them talking about it. I was surprised, because they must have come to the same conclusion as me. Crikey, they can do their job, them Inquisitors, I thought. It had to be Familia.
So he was eavesdropping. Yeah.
If I happen to see that Familia user, I'll arrest him myself.
Witness, you are testifying in court. Can you not restrain yourself a bit?
What's that? Don't you see I gotta have this to keep my spirits up? It's the most potent medicine.
He's got a real problem. He should talk to somebody.
Yeah.
'Tis a drink Amir lives us to savor, with an intoxicating scent and flavor.
Anyway, this is a waste of time. I should be looking for decisive contradictions. Witnesses, continue your testimonies.
Haha, spirits.
Yeah.
All the potions and other concoctions from the study have been confiscated. I wonder if they're being properly sorted.
I like Birdley just out there on the side of his face like, eh.
I'm in the scene too.
Those items were confiscated 3 months ago. You still haven't got them back.
No, not a single thing. Even though many of those were personal items with no relevance to the crime.
Now that I think about it, that room did look pretty empty.
As I said, the victim was an alchemist, and among his possessions were some very dangerous concoctions. But he did produce medicines to aid sick townspeople as well, to give him his due.
Indeed, alchemy is highly beneficial to the townspeople, even if they fail to notice it.
It may be beneficial, but it also inspires fear. People fear what they do not understand. At any rate, I cannot return the items to you until Sir Balduke's case is solved. That is what High Inquisitor Darklaw has decided.
And the confiscated goods are being kept in a secret vault by the Knights of the Inquisition.
Even the Inquisitors cannot freely enter the vault. It is strictly supervised.
That's all they have to say, huh? I really didn't expect him to appear, but maybe I should be used to it by now.
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. Sorry to interrupt your train of thought.
Oh, that's okay. What is it?
I'm wondering if it's just me, but I've been thinking about Mr. Amir's testimony.
Isabella, are you sure you're not the ace attorney here?
Aww.
I think what he said is a little strange, isn't it?
Yeah. How can I put it? It's pretty obviously contradictory.
He was so keen to testify. Maybe we should give him some attention and point out those contradictions too.
That's bullying, Luke.
What a good idea, Luke.
We're gonna bully Amir. Here we go.
At around a neighbor.
It dawned on me then. A witch cast Familia, just like in this case.
Oh, but the familiar gem is fake.
It's fake.
It's fake!
Objection!
Boom. There's something you don't seem to understand here, Mr. Amir. The Familia gem in this witch's scepter is a fake. The gem is useless. Like
Just like this buffoon's testimony. I will finish it for you,
thank
Mr.
you.
Blue Knight.
Therefore, your testimony doesn't hold water.
Just like anything else he says.
What? What?
Ignored and scorned without credibility, will majestic Amir now show humility?
Sad loot noises.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, God.
A fake?
You should have listened to the trial more carefully. You were involved. Oh.
Now that has been dealt with, Inquisitor Barnum, this witch's scepter was not discovered at the crime scene when Sir Belduke was murdered. Is that correct?
Indeed. We deduce that Familia must have been used, however...
Objection!
But that Familia gem was a fake. That much has been demonstrated today. What's more, we've learned from Cracker the Parrot. Oh, crap. We've learned from Cracker the Parrot's testimony. The witch used the spell Godor. The fact that there's a green wall at the crime scene corroborates that.
Objection!
That wall may well not be painted green 3 months ago.
Well, maybe if you did a better investigation, we would know.
And besides, no one could have passed through a portal so small. But a rope could.
To be honest, I've started wondering, were Sir Layton and Sir Belduke's murders actually committed by the same witch?
Objection!
Your Honor, I'd like to remind you that was the Inquisition's claim. Ooh, stab. He's right, though. It's got to be the same culprit on both cases. And at the very least, it's possible that the witch used the spell Godor to commit Sir Belduke's murder.
What?
In that case, I will ask the defense to show us proof. Do you have proof that the witch could have used Godor to kill Sir Belduke? Uh-oh.
Crime scene sketches.
Let's look at those. Because
there's
Oh,
green
it's
on
right
the wall.
there. It's
What's the
right
next one?
There. Oh, look at that.
What's the next one?
Man, these court illustrators, though, they're on
Look
point.
at that letter in the background.
Ooh.
oh, which we have. It's gonna be so
He's got a
important.
cattail. Oh, no way.
He's
Oh
a,
no!
he's
Autoerotic asphyxiation is what
Oh,
we-
Never do that.
Wow.
without the safety of
What, did
somebody
he-
around.
Did he strangle his butt?
Well, it's just hanging down. He
There's
finished.
nothing around his neck, though.
There's a
Because he already
cravat.
I think he strangled his butt.
Ah, yes.
He's trying to get that booty to pop, you
That's
know?
the erotic
Ha!
part of the asphyxiation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to present this.
Take that!
I'd like you to take a look at these.
Take a look at my pictures.
Aren't those
They're
the
the
court
only key I
illustrator's
got.
sketches? As you can see from this sketch, the victim was seated at his desk when he was murdered. And what can you see right behind the victim?
A letter.
A small landscape painting.
Thank you, Inquisitor. But there's one more point of note. Oh my god. Look closely at the painting. Do you notice anything behind it? Oh.
Frame.
Oh, I see it. The wall behind it had already been painted green. Which means the witch could have used the portal spell there 3 months ago.
Objection!
One moment, my lord. Consider how small that portal would have been. Could a witch have passed through it? I think not.
Objection!
Of course, the witch would not have been able to go right through it. However, if you look at the distance between the portal and the victim, you'll notice that the victim, Sir Belduke, was sitting just at arm's length from where the portal would have been. The witch did not have to enter the room at all. All she had to do was reach through with her arms in order to strangle Sir Belduke, who is sitting right under the painting.
It's such an awkward angle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, I can get it from behind. So I'm like, "Ah, okay. But then, like, you have so much room to like, get away from me because I'm leaning through a hole. You know what I mean? Like, get back here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, no.
But you're seated, right?
Well, I'm seated. I'm just doing my thing.
So I imagine.
I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me get this scene ready. Okay, I've got my pen out. I'm an alchemist doing alchemy things. Yes, quite. But I feel like I could be like, what are you doing? And like drop and like I feel like look at the movement I have. I mean, like I'm truly dying right now.
Well, I'm not really strangling you.
Oh, that's why. I did this.
That's how it happened.
Where'd you go?
Nowhere.
Oh, where's Tom?
Next room.
Oh, okay.
Did it look like hands coming out of nowhere?
Yes.
That's kind of cool. I hate this channel. Me too, Raven. Me too.
Oh god. Oh yeah. Whew, I just passed out and had the greatest experience of my life.
Oh god.
You ever heard of this thing called
Hanging out with your friends? Yeah.
It's so good. I love it. Stream it on YouTube.
Order. Inquisitor Bonham, what say you to that? I think it's possible.
I think so too.
Like I think it's a lot easier to strangle somebody seated from behind than it would be like face to face.
No.
Because you can't punch somebody.
You're
can't,
right. You're right.
Like you
You're
could.
right. I guess my only concern, like just on like the difficulty of it, I'm just adding to the difficulty of what the witch had to do all this, is the distance.
Yeah.
Oh, the actual FBI! Clay is arrested for witchcraft and fucking murder.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take those. At least I'll be famous. What?
Not a Philly D show.
It's post-mortem.
Who?
I don't know.
Michael
I don't know.
McCrudden.
I would go down as
McCrudden?
the first male witch murderer.
Oh.
Genie!
I just witnessed Tom's murder.
Thanks, guys.
That's pretty funny. Thank you so much, actual FBI.
Kind of spooky, but that's what it would have looked like. Just hands.
Just hands.
Just hands.
Hands.
Maybe. Okay. Maybe it was going in for a hug that just went a little too violent.
Oh no.
I just want a surprise hug. Anyways.
Going in for a hug, gone sexual, then gone violent, then gone wrong.
Origala saying, I'm sure Clay's male. No, I'm the escaped bearded lady from the circus.
I knew it.
I know.
It explains so much.
It just hair's gonna coming out of nowhere. A fascinating theory, Sir Blue Knight. But there is a notable contradiction within it.
Where would that be?
Tell me, why do you think we concluded that familia had been used? Why did you think that? We had a certain reason for it, of course.
And? What was that reason exactly?
The crime scene had been tampered with.
How so?
Imagine the circumstances of Sir Belduke's death, and it should become obvious even to you, who's been leading this whole case. The victim was choked to death. And yet, there are no signs of a struggle. Highly improbable, don't you think? I think there's...
that is what's going on here. Oh, I think I got it. Anyways, what are you getting at?
Think about it. Can you imagine anyone just sitting back and letting themselves be strangled? Yes, clearly there should be evidence of love-making struggles for sure.
You gotta walk away from that bit. You really gotta walk away from it. It's done.
I don't know, man. Clearly there should be evidence of a totally normal and boring
moving on.
struggle. And since we haven't found any, that must mean the killer was erased all traces of a fight from the crime scene.
Oh, indeed. That would be the logical conclusion.
Now, surely it would be impossible to do any such thing had the witch only reached inside through the portal. In order to cover up the evidence she left behind, the witch had to have used a familiar. Without doing so, there would have been no point in using her spell, Godor.
Objection!
Miss Grayrl could have done it. She might have been able to tamper with the crime scene.
What are you talking about?
The morning of the crime. From the time Miss Grayrl and that guy entered the study, until the arrival of the Knights of the Inquisition, there was a window in time in which she had the opportunity to do so. We need to look into what happened in that window. It seems we may be in need of another testimony. Witnesses, testify about what happened in the time between the body being found and the Knights of the Inquisition arriving. It's funny, my theory...
Go on.
Is
he was put to sleep by the bottle
Poison.
of wine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get the good old
Really funny,
wine
really
sleep
funny
up.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna put them to sleep and then strangle them, why not just poison them? Oh, I guess maybe. Oh, no, wait, you're right, because then it would be easy to point to the butler, be like, it was poison. The butler poisoned the
Thank
alchemist.
you.
Okay, but then Oh, they should have tested. Well, they were strangled, so I guess they just didn't test the wine.
There's 3 interesting things in this picture.
Yeah, the
Yes.
letter, the wine.
The wine, and that random gem
What?
in the top right. What are you doing there?
Oh.
Damn. That's a
Good
pretty
pick.
good eye.
Good pick.
Yeah, thanks.
Though I believe it to be nothing of the sort.
Sure thing. Ask me anything. I'll tell you all you need to know.
How's a handsome guy like you still single?
Probably because I'm drunk 24/7. I've had 3 wives and I've lost them all. I can't remember where I put them.
Oh. Oh, glorious Amir, tell us more. Maybe won't be laughed at as before.
Only 2 people accused of the crime scene in that time. Oh, sorry. Only 2 people accessed the crime scene that time. Faith and Greer.
Cause you gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Oh, gotta have faith,
the faith.
Welcome.
Thank you
Baby.
so much.
If you want 100,000 waffles, exclamation point, faith in the chat, and you'll get a chance.
And thanks, guys, for giving Faith a nice, warm NyanCave welcome.
Yes, bam! Thank you so much, Faith. Hugely appreciate you joining up in the sponsor fam. And tonight
be
is
right back.
members date night tonight. Don't forget 7 p.m. Check in our Discord server. Hook up your YouTube account to your Discord, and you'll have access to our members cave. That's where we announce stuff.
And now we're 10 members away from what I would have said is Toad Sweat, but now it's just getting Goofy 500 a Q back. Or something else.
Yeah, yeah. 10 away from new emoji.
Yeah, we got to stall. Because someone's missing.
Oh,
Someone used that go door.
someone used the good or. Well, I think we can get through. I think we can
maybe.
get through some of it.
Believe it or not, Amir's the key witness in this case.
Oh, gross.
Dun 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 dun. Oh God, look at that stagger.
Oh, look.
Like I don't know if he's like unable to stand or fix. Like I don't know. It's that lustful gaze.
Yeah,
I think he wants to make love to me.
I think so too. The
As-
problem
as-
is that he's also
is it
looking.
Paul Rudd?
Paul Rudd is fixing
Yeah, he's-
stuff up.
He's fixing stuff. Fuck yeah. I actually never saw that movie. I saw it a little bit.
Is
It
that
was
like
really great.
as you looked? I saw you get more and more uncomfortable as you went through the sentence, looking at me.
I know,
Fixing
Cindu,
stuff.
fuck
you cower away at the end. Fuck again, whatever. Well, I gotta turn my chair, keep it in between. Fixing stuff. No, I can't turn around.
On that note,
I guess we can say big thank you to SH the Man 1. Not sure if second to count with the 1. Is it usually got a 1 afterwards?
I believe so. I remember it that way, but welcome back. One of us again.
One of us again.
And,
One of us again.
Loving these member trains, so thank
I
you
know.
guys.
And it's awesome seeing y'all, all the awesome people coming in
One
here.
of us. One of us.
One of us. And we'll get an
Oh, no.
exclamation. Oh, we'll get an exclamation point. SH fan as soon as Nyan comes back. But first, we got Scout,
And Scout Live.
Thank you so much for the Twitch re-follow, or I guess 13 months straight.
Thank you. That's incredible.
Thank you, Scout. Thank you, Scout. And for everybody, it is members date night tonight. So if you are a member of the channel, or a Patreon patron, or a Twitch subscriber, be there.
I think Yanny might be dead.
I think Nyan died. Well, yeah, hey, let a man,
I'm
gosh
concerned.
dang, use the restroom, you know? Boom. I broke down the door and saw an alchemist slumped in his chair. Gave me a jolt. Oh! Oh! Only had to do one line.
The butler hurried to call the Knights of the Inquisition. He never entered the study. What'd I do then? Oh yeah, I was asked to keep an eye on things. So I went in to have a bit of a look at everything. And that made me pretty drowsy. So I went and took a little nap on the couch.
Wait, what? Mr. Amir, you said the butler didn't enter the crime scene?
Yep, he never set foot in there.
Sheep.
The moment he saw Belduke, he told me to stand guard till the Knights of the Inquisition arrived. And then off he went. What a resourceful apprentice that alchemist has, I thought to myself.
I almost feel sorry for you, Sir Blue Knight. After all, your suspect couldn't have tampered with the crime scene.
That can't be true.
What do you think the chances of our good friend throwing a little fishing rod over Belduke's shoulder and fishing the key out of his pocket is?
0.
Oh, okay, good.
Defense. Please proceed with the interrogation. Yes, Your Honor. This should be fun.
I broke down the door and I saw that alchemist slumped in his chair. Gave me a jolt.
Before you smashed the door, did you check that it was really locked?
Of course I did. We tried to get it open without resorting to brute force, but it wouldn't budge. So I went to fetch me lovely little axe.
His wooden enemy stood tall and still, yet Emir sprang forth. It was overkill.
Wow.
Did you think I lied about the door being locked?
No, of course not. Boy, she's so sharp, she might sell seashells by the seashore. She's so sharp, she might cut herself. Or me. Most likely me.
So then I went and saw it. The alchemist was slumped in his chair.
While we're at it, allow me to confirm something. When you entered the room, did the victim look the way he does in this sketch?
Yep, that's it. Spot on. Nicely drawn, too.
Not smiling and enjoying himself.
At first, I didn't know if he was really dead. He just looked like he passed out or something. Tired from his research.
Ha 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 ha. Passed out. That's the one. Let's see where this goes, though. Miss Guerrero, may I ask you something?
Yes, what is it?
What do you think about Mr. Amir's testimony?
There's nothing amiss. However, Mr. Wright, I can tell what you're thinking.
Oh God, everyone can. It's
Yeah,
not a mystery, okay? Like, literally my thoughts just exude from my body. I think I might actually be an X-Man. You can? Well, let's see if you're right. It's basically like the anti-Professor... Oh my God, is it Professor X?
Yeah.
Xavier, right, Professor X. Xavier, like where he can read everyone's thoughts. It's like,
Yeah.
no. Everyone can read
My
thoughts. Well, how is that useful? It's not.
It's really awful.
It's incredibly inconvenient.
When he entered the room, Mr. Emir didn't notice that Master Belduke was dead. On the other hand, I ran straight away to call the Knights of the Inquisition, and so you suspect that I knew beforehand that the Master was dead. That's what you're thinking. Your face is like an open book.
The shittiest superpower. But isn't that what actually happened?
No, I knew something was wrong because Master had very fine manners and would never sleep in his chair. When I saw him like that, I was struck with very bad realization. I felt certain that something terrible had happened.
I have heard about you. The word is that you're very collected and perceptive. It would seem to be the case. It would be more appropriate to call her calculating. Or to call her calculating.
Somehow, I feel like you're not paying me enough attention here.
Oh my God.
But you should look at me.
That matters not, witness. Let us proceed with the cross-examination.
Matters not, eh? No need to be so rude about it.
I gotta be so rude. The mirror's only human,
But I
too.
broke down the door and saw that the alchemist had slumped in his chair.
Before you smash the door,
Of course I did.
Did you think I lied about the door?
no, of course not.
Then I went inside. The alchemist was slumped in his chair. Yep, that's it. Nice, spot on. Good job. You know, at first I didn't know if he was really dead. It looked like he just passed out or something tired from his research. That apprentice of his is real good. To be able to tell at a single glance that the alchemist was done for.
See, that's the thing about people who are like highly scheduled. It's very easy to tell when something's amiss because they're not adhering to the schedule.
Well, if I ever go missing, give it a solid week before you call the police.
Yeah.
I'm probably just on a bender.
Hold it!
Are you sure the butler didn't enter the crime scene?
Yeah, Like I said, he didn't set foot in that room. I went in and sort of didn't know what to do, but the butler sussed out the situation in a blink of an eye. He told me to stand guard, and then he ran out.
She went to call the Knights of the Inquisition. Is that correct?
That's correct. I went to the nearby garrison.
We have the records of when the crime was reported. They match the witness's testimony.
I returned to the Master Belduke's house with 2 knights. They began an investigation immediately, taking away the Master's research materials and concoctions. In the end, I wasn't able to enter that room that day.
There can be no doubt about it. As she is the alchemist's apprentice, she was under close observation following the incident.
I wasn't aware of that.
So, in the end, she didn't have access to the crime scene at all that day. Huh. By the way, what were you doing at that time?
Huh? What? Me? What did I do then? Yeah. I was asked to keep an eye on things, so I went in to have a bit of a look at everything.
Hold it!
What were you having a look at?
Well, I was asked to take care of the crime scene, wasn't I? So I had to, make sure
my
everything
God.
was in order.
No!
I mean, you know. It's not like I went in with wild excitement after being left in a real alchemist's room full of mysterious stuff.
I'm sure you didn't, Mr. Sticky Fingers.
And besides, she asked me to look for something, so I was doing that too.
Should I play this through and then... Oh, I'm just gonna do it.
Hang on!
Yep.
Miss Grayrel, you look lost in thought.
Oh, were you talking to me?
Even she can be caught off guard if I choose the right moment. You've been listening to Mr. Amir's testimony, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Good. He was asked to look for something. It was you who asked him, I assume. What did you tell him to look for?
I think you're mistaken. I don't remember making any request of that sort.
Huh?
Oi, Bluey, were you even listening to what I said? It was a lady that asked me. The butler is a guy, you numbskull.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Great model, though. Perception, 0. Listening, 0.
Hey, what's up? Why is everyone looking at me like that?
Quite a while ago, we learned that the butler, Jean Grayrel, is actually female.
What?
That's why, when you said a lady asked you to search for something, we assumed it was Miss Grayrel.
What?
Sad loop noises.
Listening but not hearing. That look of shock, it's almost endearing.
It's very endearing.
What the? Why didn't anyone tell me before?
Do you require a personal notification? You should have been listening to the trial.
You should have been listening to the trial. You should listen to your fucking shut the fuck up. That's what you should listen to.
Knights of the court, squabbling with a witness is almost unseemly. What I would like to know is this now. Who was the lady that made the request of Amir?
Oh yeah, that was actually Miss...
Oh no!
He's absolutely certainly talking about me.
Oh no.
The letter carrier.
Is every whammon a witch?
You are?
Oh, I'm Letty. Hang on a minute. I'll get down there post haste.
Post haste.
Letty Mailer.
Letty Mailer.
And post haste.
It is turning back in force.
Literally everyone in town is in these trials. I don't think there's anyone at home.
Yeah, no.
Miss Letty, who are you precisely?
Me? Who am I? I'm Letty Mailer. I'm the courier.
The courier.
courier is a person who collects and delivers letters or packages.
I know. Thanks anyway, Espella. I wish you'd stop misreading my mind.
Hold on, Miss Mailer. Do you mean it was you who irresponsibly made such a request to the troublemaker?
Right, by a woman. It seems like all these witnesses are they're waiting. They're waiting in the wings to just pounce down there.
Yeah.
I think it was you, Clay.
This is you.
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez. God, why?
I couldn't have known. Do we want it? Oh, man.
Maybe.
Oh,
One of
God.
those. Just hit it with it, maybe. No.
Me? Maybe. Yes, I guess so. I asked him to help me find something.
Outrageous. Why was I not informed of this?
I guess no one told you. Maybe it's because you didn't ask, numbnuts. It seems we will need to ask you to testify, Miss Mela. Explain to us how you were involved in this case. Frankly, I wouldn't say I was involved in anything. Now I'm in a tight spot. I bet it's because that guy said something weird about me.
Oh, he's up on me, lady. Like the saying goes, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. Beats being in a pickle all on your own, eh?
Who needs friends when you got people like Amir by your side?
Yeah, I guess so.
What a good
Now
boy.
then, Miss Letty Mailer, testify about that day. Sir! Fuck was that?
That was the game.
The game. I think it was like.
The ears ringing.
She essentially has selfie voice.
She does. That voice can make windows shatter. Like, it's funny. Like, I can't get to like a female register. Like, the best I have is like sexy older lady or like very young boy.
Oh, give me sexy older lady.
Yeah.
I'm gonna close my eyes.
The Mia. Oh no.
I need to hear it.
No.
I look. Say something with your sexy lady.
Belduke said he'd have
Oh
a
my
letter to
God.
send.
Yep.
So I came by to pick it up.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Jeez, that was good. That got me in places.
So now we know there was a third witness.
But Miss Mailer only came to pick up a letter. That doesn't help us much, does it? Well, perhaps there's more to it than meets the eye.
A letter, huh? Belduke was about to send a letter to someone before he was killed. It may not be relevant to this case, but something about that is bothering me. Maybe it's worth asking Letty about it.
I broke down the door and saw the alchemist slumped in his chair. It gave me a jolt.
So Belduke said he'd have a letter for me to send, so I came by to pick it up.
Hold it!
Let's see if we can go even higher. Go even beyond. You mean you came to pick up a letter from Sir Belduke? Yes, I was told by Sir Belduke that it'd be ready in the morning. What's more, he said it was extremely important. I felt a sense of duty surging within me.
Hang on!
Miss Grayrl, I have a question.
Yes, what is it?
Did anything catch your attention during the mailer's statement?
Nothing in particular. At any rate, to begin with. I was not aware of the fact that that the courier visited us that day.
Ah, that's right. You weren't there when I arrived. And once I found the letter, I left immediately.
Did you know about this letter, witness?
I would never pry into Master's personal matters, such as his correspondence.
Well, that should conclude the testimony.
If only someone had time to go even further beyond button on their board of buttons. Oh well. So now we know there's a third witness. Oh, right. Belduke send a letter. Well, I think we all know what we need to do here. Show
Her the letter.
Letty the letter.
Show Letty the letter.
Let's just go for it. I mean, like, it's not exactly a contradiction, but it's...
Objection!
Yeah, great. the letter you found that morning, was it by any chance this one here?
Yes, that's the one, but wait. How did you get it? You're a piece of work, all right.
Hold it, Sir Blue Knight.
What if I get falsetto it?
That's how I selfie.
I get way up here, and then I just way up here,
And then I.
and then I just get even higher. You gotta go further down. I can do it.
All right.
Oh my God! And this. Yeah, and go even further beyond. And then you just have to add a little bit of British to it. Just a little bit of British. And then
We're totally ruining the music.
we're totally ruining this awesome music.
Music?
I'm
Worried about
ready.
music? What about my being, my existence? Why can't that be what you're worried about ruining?
No, your existence is better now. Here we go.
How did you come by that letter?
It just sort of fell into my lap, so to speak.
It was the professor who found it, but he doesn't need to know that. I wouldn't be a professor if I didn't steal someone's credit.
Ooh.
Defender. Just who in the world are the Defender. Just what in the world are the contents of that letter? Well, the letter's blank. What?
All this fuss over a blank letter?
As you can see, there are some sheets of parchment inside the envelope. Indeed, there's not a trace of ink on them. What is the meaning of this?
Don't forget the Sir Belduke was an alchemist. He may have used some kind of invisible ink to write the letter. That's good thinking, Barnum.
Indeed. That would make sense.
Sir! About that, it doesn't seem to make sense to me.
What?
Miss Mailer.
The thing is, when I saw the letter, all the pages were full of writing. So, you know.
Why did you see the letter, though? Hold it, witness. You saw the contents of Sir Belduke's letter.
I didn't read it. It's just that, you see.
Witness. This is an important matter. You will need to testify about it. Tell us what you know about this letter. God damn you guys, I hate all of you.
That night,
That night I went through puberty. I went through puberty. I asked the guy to make me into a man.
It's so funny because like the deep voices hurt your throat, but
Yeah.
the high voices get me.
The deep voices are getting kind of better, but like it's
Yeah.
the grumbly voice. I practiced.
Gravel. I gotta practice the gravel.
I practiced
Defender.
deep and high.
that night, probably around 1 a.m., I made a delivery to Sir Belduke.
I usually get high and then deep, you know?
He was writing a letter at the time, and the police showed up.
Oh, damn! Is that the extra FBI though?
That's Sveta.
Sveta!
This is for making my ears bleed.
Well, yeah. I hope you enjoyed it. He was writing a letter at the time. It'll be ready soon, so come pick it up tomorrow morning. That's what he said. I left his study and wished the butler a good night. I then went home. I went there again the next morning, as promised. Sir Belduke was... Well, anyway, I looked for the letter. Then, that guy went out like a light on the couch. So I was a little scared. I left as soon as I found the letter.
Toad is approaching. Honestly, like, it's really close. It's just like, he's slipping. Oh my god.
Oh, he's slipping.
I see. So, you witnessed the victim write the letter.
I wouldn't say witnessed. That sounds so legal. The sheets of parchment were on his desk, so I saw that. And they were covered in writing, margin to margin.
But you don't know what the letter was about.
Sir! Telling you would be a breach of our privacy policy. I can't reveal its contents or who it was addressed to.
Oh, of course. I understand.
Frankly, I didn't get close enough to Sir Belduke's desk, so I couldn't take out what he was writing.
Yo, angriest.
This is making Belduke's mouth bleed.
Ayo.
That's one of my greatest irrational fears.
Mouth
Bleeding from
bleeding?
the mouth?
Yeah, like getting a piece of paper.
Oh, don't do
why
that.
would you do that?
Why
my
would you
God.
say that?
It's a form of torture, I think.
Oh, it's gotta be. So you never ate freezes as a kid?
Do you know how I got these scars?
In any case, where did you find the letter that morning after the victim was found dead?
On a shelf, next to his desk, in a small letterbox. Ah, yes, right there, next to his head. I was a teeny little bit scared, though, coming so close to a dead man. Ho ho!
So, that's where he took the letter. She took the letter from. It was right next to the corpse, huh?
What about the powder?
Now that the circumstances are clear, we shall proceed to the cross-examination. This is a test of the presidential alert system.
Hold it!
That's pretty late to be making a delivery.
Look, he's an alchemist. He gets loads of strange packages. If you know what I mean. Ho That's why. He'd often order various implements from the glass craftsman, or have someone gather wild herbs for him. He usually carried out his experiments at night, so yeah, he often needed items delivered in the middle of the night.
Did Sir Belduke seem at all different and normal when you saw him at night? I hate both of you so much. I can't believe you made me do this. We all knew what would happen.
Different. Let me think. Actually, yes.
Do you want to swap out? Do you want to tag out?
No, it's too late now.
Okay.
You gotta ask him, do you want to give up?
Oh, yeah.
I think it was about 3 days before Sir Belduke's death. I mean, that lightning strike.
Hang on!
Excuse me, Miss Grey Earl.
Oh, what is it?
Did anything in Miss Mailer's statement catch your attention?
Well, just the lightning strike. Master Belduke did certainly change that following that event. I wonder why it affected him so much.
An alchemist and the sudden appearance of an old bell tower. Could there be some sort of connection between them? Anyway, looks like Grey Earl is as much in the dark about this as I am.
By the way, that strange lightning strike was not the result of witchcraft.
Well then, I see. Let us carry on.
Hold it!
You saw the letter he was writing.
I told you before, there were sheets of parchment with writing on them on his desk. I had a very quick look, and there were so many sheets. The letter must have been very long.
Then how can you explain the letter being blank now?
Sir! That's just it. That's what I'd like to know as well.
Oh, I wish I had some earplugs.
Sir Belduke, he was holding a pen while I arrived with the delivery, so I was in the middle of writing. Or he was in the middle of writing. And also, he told me to pick up the letter the next morning.
And then you left his study.
I left to study and wished the butler good night. Then I went home.
Wait a minute. When you say the butler, do you mean...
Mr. Grey Earl, of course. He was in the corridor carrying a tray. You know, actually, I quite like the butler. Is it really true she's a girl? It's a bit disappointing, to me at least.
Oh my god, that's so sweet.
Oh, I'm sorry I wasn't able to meet your expectations.
I'm not sure I want to know about her expectations.
In any case, Miss Mailer did visit us that night. She came to deliver a package to Master Belduke. She delivered it to Master personally. There were always many things to which I was not privy.
Right, and I saw you that night. When I was leaving, I almost walked into you.
Yes, it is just as you say. I was about to wish Master Belduke a good night.
Grey Earl looks a lot more confident now. But she seemed so shaken for a moment earlier. I wonder what it was about. Maybe I missed the right moment. Witness, continue with your testimonies.
I went to the next. Wait, don't we have to go back and then like swoop ourselves over to Grey Earl?
I thought we did.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, because it was about the tower.
Oh, was it?
Nope.
Oh.
Hold it!
So, what do we have? So, what do we have about? Because she said that she. Sorry. Oh damn! Yo, Mr. Magasi. Thank you so much. Also, we said that. Oh, what's her?
Taxi.
Her.
Taxi.
What's the butler's name? Shoot.
Grey
Butler?
Earl?
Grey Earl.
Earl. Jean. Jean said that she left at 1, but then her testimony said that she came with food at 1 and drink at 1. I just don't. Do we have anything that we can say? Hey, what are you talking about? To you?
No, they bumped into each other. They were there at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
know,
it corroborates. Where's the contradiction?
Because she said that Jean said that she left at 1 and that he locked the door right behind her.
Yeah.
And-
They corroborated each other's stories. They're both there roughly around 1. She went and did the letter thing, and then just as the mailer was leaving, she nearly ran into Grey Earl as she went to say goodnight. So it all corroborates. Lightning strike, yada yada. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
And the sky was clear, and then there was a sudden flash of lightning. Out of nowhere, the old bell tower appeared in flames.
Ah, yes. That was certainly an unusual event.
The apparition of an entire building.
They all seem so calm about it. A tower suddenly materialized in the town is more than just an unusual event, right?
Right?
I had a delivery for Sir Belduke that evening, too. He looked terrified that night, as if he was scared of something.
Bam, Mr. Magasi.
What could he have been afraid of? Was it because of the lightning strike?
I was wondering about it, too. But, well, then that incident happened.
I guess he died before she could find out anymore.
I suggest we get back to discussing the night of the crime. Witness, you arrived at Sir Belduke's residence. What happened then?
Yeah, so we pressed that last one with this one, and then how did she react to about the tower? It was just like, because the conclusion of it was that like, oh, it seems Grey Earl's as in the dark as this as I am.
Because the thing I wanted you to press was the one where it was like, oh, I'm sad you're a girl.
What? There was a
yeah.
press on that?
Yeah, there was like not a press, but like Jean was like to that one.
Wait a minute. When you say the butler, you mean Grey Earl, of course. Oh.
Hang on!
Miss Grey Earl, I'd like to ask you something.
Oh, certainly. What is it?
You stated previously that you excused yourself and left Sir Belduke's study shortly after 1 a.m.
Yes, that is correct.
However, according to Miss Mailer's testimony, the two of you came across each other while you were waiting outside that room. Why didn't you mention that until now?
That's because... I apologize. I'm afraid I completely forgot to mention it.
You forgot.
Miss Mailer very often comes with deliveries during the night. I did see her that night as well, but I didn't think much of it, as it's nothing unusual. I had no reason to hide that from you. Please forgive me for the confusion.
Well, that kind of thing can happen. Human memory is in no way perfect. I don't imagine there's a problem here, is there? On the contrary, Your Honor. There's one more thing Miss Grey Earl forgot to mention. What is it? I'd like you to recall that Miss Mailer said about having met Miss Grey Earl that night. Here we go.
Mrs. Grey Earl, of course. She was in the corridor, carrying a tray.
Well, Miss Grey Earl, apparently you were carrying a tray at the time. What do you have to say about that? That's what I thought. Jean Grey Earl, I believe you should add that to your testimony.
As you wish, my lord.
It's unlikely she really forgot about it. The fact that she tried to hide it must mean something.
Which?
Miss Mailer left as I was just bringing the master's usual drink.
Oh, there we go. We got her. What do you mean by usual drink?
When master's experiments continued into the late hours, he would always have some juice to ward off sleepiness.
What kind of juice?
Death juice, tomato juice.
Hang on!
Excuse me, mister. Mister!
I know nothing about it. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Witness, what have you done this time?
Don't give me that scary look, Inquisitor Barnum. It was only just a little bit. Seriously, hardly anything at all.
Oh my god, he passed out on the
because
couch.
he drank the juice. What are you talking about?
What do you think I'm talking about? The juice, the tomato juice, of course.
You know it, Godot. You know.
The tomato juice.
Oh, you didn't. Surely even you wouldn't.
Well, like I told you before, I think I sort of overdid it a bit the previous night. When I woke up, my head was pounding. That's why I went to see the alchemist. But you know what happened, and then I was left alone in the alchemist's study. It kind of caught me eye. The bottle, I mean.
Oh my god, that means that it wasn't blood coming out of his mouth.
It's tomato juice.
Tomato juice. The tomato juice.
I thought it might make the headache go away, you know?
So you drank it? The juice you found at the crime scene?
Well, why shouldn't I? It's a drink, ain't it? What else do you do with a drink? You drink it, right?
And can you tell us where that bottle is now? Come to think of it, I don't remember seeing it at the crime scene.
It has been confiscated.
Confiscated?
As I mentioned previously, the occult crime analyst confiscated all of the master's personal belongings from the crime scene.
Oh, is that so? Well, I believe we should take a note of that bottle and add it to the court record. Tomato juice bottle, nice.
Yeah, so there I was, having a bit of juice, when that girl came round. To tell you the truth, I don't quite remember what happened after that.
That's when he passed out, huh?
And yo. That seems like a...
Oh, but we can do it.
Do what?
You know it.
It.
All of it. The whole thing.
I think we pick it up.
But it's so hard to come back to this tomorrow.
It's so hard
No,
to
it's
stop
not. We're
playing
coming
this
back
game.
to it on Saturday.
That's even harder.
I know.
Like, I just want to get it right and then stop.
Here, I'll just make a note that will help us remember what's going on.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And then note's going to be...
Thank nominate.
That's funny.
Thank mailer for tomato juice.
Ooh.
Tomato juice. There. And the blood face.
Ah, yes.
That should make sense, right?
Yeah, totally.
Save as
Oh!
help
Godot
us.
was saying, I was looking for that cliffhanger. We just got the... Where's the tomato juice going to play into it all,
It's
right?
a smoking gun.
Smoking gun, right?
Smoking gun.
So, Tom H.O. Juice. Oh, shit. Dijon is onto us. So, everybody, hey, do not forget, if you are a member of the channel, to get your votes heard for what game we're going to play at 3:30
we
today.
have to pull the date night game right
and
now.
we have a date night game to pull, and it's looking like
Mario Kart.
it's going to be Mario
Running
Kart.
away.
not for date night.
Not for date night. This
No.
is for
The other thing.
The other thing. And then we'll pull date night in between and announce it during Kingdom Hearts. Is that how we're doing it?
Are we playing Kingdom Hearts?
Sorry.
What's
during
happening
We're
right
playing
now?
Mario Kart. We're at 3:30 today. We were playing Mario Kart,
Yeah.
and we'll announce what we're playing at sponsor date night during Mario Kart, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was happening now because the
Yeah.
Europe squad.
Yeah, sure,
needs
pull
to
it now.
know.
Pull it
out.
now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we have no Kingdom Hearts to play.
Cool. I'm gonna pick it. I'm gonna pick it right now.
Oh.
Bam. Gary's mod.
Gary's mod.
Justin H. Gary's mod. Oh, we
Yo.
could do some Trouble in Terrorist Town or
Let's
some
find out
prop
what happens
hunt.
there. Cool. I'm gonna throw stuff up on the board.
Cool.
Justin, are you there? Justin, I'm calling your name.
Justin, I'm calling your
Some
name.
TTT, some prop hunt, some good old just messing around in Gary's mod, making some stuff. Do you want to make a Mario Kart in Gary's mod?
I've never played Gary's mod before.
Really? I did. I posed a guy, and he was like doing a salute, and there was explosions. I have it on my Steam profile. If you want to look through my screenshots, I used to play video games and take screenshots of them. It was pretty cool. So after this, at 3:30, we're playing Mario Kart because that's the one that's winning in the thing. And then what? Then we're playing Gary's mod at 7-ish with the members at member date night. I hope to see you there. I really do. I love you. I love your dance. Dance with him. Yeah, crunk up on him. Yeah, that's what I like.
All right, cool, everybody. See you guys in about an hour. Sounds about right.
Yep.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.